it's the biggest political, moral allegation of corruption that's been made against the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in all his years in public life. These are not mere allegations against some of his flunkies or people in his party or volunteers. These are allegations of personal, direct corruption against the Chief Minister and his immediate family. Now, I concede right at the top of the show, these allegations have been made by somebody who has an axe to grind. But these are not allegations being made against any sundry politician, ladies and gentlemen. It is being made against a man whose very reason for existence in politics is that he's not corrupt. That's how he pitched himself during the entire India Against Corruption movement. Kejriwal said he is incorruptible. He said, "Agar main bhrasht hoon, to mujhe फांसी का सजा दे दो." Today, the most gravest allegation of personal, direct corruption against the Chief Minister, and he hasn't found it worthy enough. He doesn't find merit in this to come out and react, to come out and clarify, to hold a press conference. Forget about it, even put out a tweet regarding these allegations. He can tweet about Emmanuel Macron and the French elections, but he can't tweet about these direct personal allegations of corruption against him. We're asking on Face Off tonight, has Mr. Kejriwal lost his moral halo? Is it time for Mr. Kejriwal to step down pending investigation? Face Off begins right now. Sacked Delhi Cabinet Minister Kapil Mishra is suspended from the Aam Aadmi Party. This comes hours after he levels fresh charges against the Delhi Chief Minister, claiming that Satyendra Jain helped settle land deals worth 50 crores for Kejriwal's brother-in-law. CNN News 18 exposes the Aam Aadmi Party's bunglings before the Income Tax Department. The party has got a show cause notice for the same. And we'll be putting that to our guest panel tonight. You can ask your questions as well. I think the mood of the people here in Delhi is Mr. Kejriwal needs to come out and clarify. Should he step down pending investigation? Here in our studios, we'll be joined by Deepika Sharma, Delhi BJP spokesperson. Sunita Godara used to be a former member of Team Anna. She used to be one of the leading activists of India Against Corruption. Veer Sanghvi, our resident commentator. Ajoy Bose, our resident commentator. Pawan Khera, spokesperson of the Congress Party. And Atishi Marlena, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. And we'll be putting those questions to our panelists. Should Kejriwal step down pending investigation? But ultimately, this is the people's court, ladies and gentlemen. It is you who decides who has won tonight's debate. You get to vote for the best panelist of the night. Go to our Twitter page. It's the pinned tweet. Or you can go to our Facebook page or simply to our website, news18.com, and you decide. These debaters just put their arguments forth. But the decision is on you, viewers. You get to decide tonight on Face Off whose arguments you've been most convinced by. Well, that's our big focus, and we'll get to our debate in just 2 minutes. Here are the other headlines that we're tracking this Monday night on Face Off. A 20-year-old fodder scam returns to haunt Lalu Prasad Yadav. The Supreme Court orders separate criminal trials for each of the 4 cases related to the scam. The BJP attacks Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, saying his support to Lalu is the reason for lawlessness in Bihar. Tears are not a sign of weakness, says IPS officer Charu Nigam to CNN News 18 after she was harassed by the Gorakhpur MLA Radha Mohan. The BJP leader is unrepentant, saying he screamed at her for not doing her job properly. And we'll be speaking exclusively to the lady IPS officer Charu Nigam. She's not spoken to any other network or channel in the country. She has broken her silence exclusively here on CNN News 18, exclusively here on Face Off at 9. That exclusive interview coming up at 9:45. Meanwhile, other headlines that we're tracking this Monday night, they're calling this the beginning, or let's say the return, of the liberals around the world. European leaders voicing relief after pro-EU centrist Emmanuel Macron wins Sunday's French presidential poll, and quite decisively at that. Russian President Vladimir Putin urges the French president-elect to join hands to ensure security around the world. Over the last few weeks, the Aam Aadmi Party, it seems, has hit the self-destruct button. And remember, this is not happening on the back of allegations being made by its political opponents. It's not the BJP or the Congress that is bringing out these allegations, but people from within. People who were in Arvind Kejriwal's inner circle. People who were cabinet ministers along with Arvind Kejriwal till last week. Just hours after he was sacked as a minister, Kapil Mishra, who was one of the founding members of the Aam Aadmi Party, by the way, close confidant of Arvind Kejriwal at one point of time, he has now hit out at his former boss where it hurts the most. Anti-graft, anti-corruption messiah that Mr. Kejriwal was, and that his identity was built around, now lies in tatters. First, there was the charge of a 2 crore cash bribe that Mr. Mishra says he saw with his own eyes happen in the Chief Minister's residence. Money that was given by Satyendra Jain, again a fellow minister in Kejriwal's cabinet, to the Chief Minister himself, and the Chief Minister receiving that. That allegation was on Sunday. Today, on Monday, fresh allegations. Not just Kejriwal, but also his closest family. Today, Mr. Mishra says a land deal was finalized for one of Mr. Kejriwal's relatives. And that too, again done by Satyendra Jain. The party itself is accused of income tax evasions in the middle of all of this. That whole halo of incorruptibility on the basis of which Mr. Kejriwal started a political party, the reason for his political existence, as it were, was this whole halo of incorruptibility. It's no longer there. It's gone. The sheen is off. Mr. Kejriwal, you need to come out and clarify what is going on. Before we get to our big debate tonight, here are the developments of the day.
The clouds against him get darker and more menacing. The writing on the wall gets bolder. More nasty skeletons tumble out of Kejriwal's closet. If the 2 crore cash handover Kejriwal's former cabinet minister Kapil Mishra claims he witnessed wasn't blow enough, here's more from the same armory.
सत्येंद्र जैन जी ने व्यक्तिगत तौर पर मेरे को खुद बताया था जमीन की डील के लिए 50 करोड़ रुपए छतरपुर में एक 7 एकड़ के फार्म हाउस की डील सत्येंद्र जैन जी ने किया अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के एक रिश्तेदार उनके ब्रदर इन लॉ.
No stopping at even that. CNN News 18 reveals there's a show cause notice against AAP from the Income Tax Exemptions Department. It came after AAP failed to give relevant data regarding mismatches in the donors list. Penalty proceedings are on. Prosecution for tax evasion and falsification of accounts stares.
केजरीवाल की हमने पूजा की है. ये वो अरविंद केजरीवाल नहीं है जो सत्येंद्र जैन के साथ खड़े हैं. मुझे पता है अरविंद केजरीवाल अब कुर्सी नहीं छोड़ सकते. कुर्सी उनकी कमजोरी बन चुकी है.
Mishra claimed today that he has proved to back up every word. This yellow envelope that he took to the Anti-Corruption Bureau, he says, bears it all on the water tanker scheme and more. He met CBI sleuths too and promises the fight to throw Kejriwal out will meet its end soon. Kejriwal's party and well-wishers are firmly on the back foot, ducking and firefighting.
और मैं आपसे बताना चाहता हूँ किसी तरह की किसी भी डील के अंदर मेरा कोई लेना देना नहीं. कोई डील नहीं हुई है. सिर्फ कपिल मिश्रा जी का मानसिक संतुलन बिगड़ गया है और वो अनशंट कुछ भी बोल रहा है.
खेल अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी के मंत्रियों का उत्पीड़न करने का चल रहा है. वो खेल कहीं न कहीं एक बड़ी गहरी साजिश का हिस्सा है.
AAP's self-destruct vibes grow to a pitch. The political opposition really needs to do little but watch. Just keep the pot boiling. What comes out of all this is movement towards the disturbing end of a people's dream.
आम आदमी पार्टी अकेली पार्टी है जिसके अंदर हिम्मत है. अगर हमारा मंत्री भी भ्रष्टाचार करता है हम उसको छोड़ते नहीं है. 24 घंटे के अंदर मंत्री को बाहर निकाल देते हैं, उसको जेल भेज देते हैं. दोस्तों,
The irony glares. Has the crusader against corruption halo deserted Arvind Kejriwal completely? Is it time for him to step down? That's our big debate tonight on Face Off at 9.
You heard from Mr. Kejriwal there. This is the standard he has set for his own party, saying if there are allegations of corruption within 24 hours, we will throw that person out of the party. It's been more than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, more than 24 hours since these allegations of personal direct corruption against the Chief Minister. I want to be very clear tonight. These are direct charges of personal corruption against the Chief Minister. is the onus now on the Chief Minister to come out and clarify what is going on to the people of Delhi. The charges that have been made. Charge number 1. Kapil Mishra is alleging that Satyendra Jain gave 2 crore rupees and he saw this personally with his own eyes in the house of the Chief Minister. Mishra says that Jain settled a land deal for Kejriwal's brother-in-law to the tune of 50 crore rupees. He also goes on to say that Jain cleared fake bills to enable the transaction of 50 crores. He cleared fake PWD bills worth 10 crores for Kejriwal's brother-in-law. He's also alleged that Kejriwal is hungry for power. He wants to cling on to his chair, and that's the only reason why he's doing what he's doing. I want to put those questions tonight. Here in our studios, Deepika Sharma is a spokesperson of the Delhi BJP. Sunita Godara is a former member of Team Anna and was one of the founding lights in that sense of the India Against Corruption movement. We all saw that, along with millions of fellow countrymen and women. Veer Sanghvi and Ajoy Bose are resident commentators here on CNN News 18. Pawan Khera, spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Atishi Marlena, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. And I'm going to start with you, Atishi. You know, I want to be very, very clear tonight. These are not, any allegations against some AAP volunteer or some AAP minister. These are direct allegations of personal corruption against the Chief Minister. It's been more than 24 hours. Doesn't the Chief Minister feel that there is worth enough in these allegations, there's merit enough in these allegations, that he should come out and at least put out a statement? I mean, he tweets about Emmanuel Macron and the French elections, but this issue is not worthy of his time or attention, Atishi?
Actually, Zakka, I'll be very honest. I don't think this issue is worth the time and attention of anyone, let alone the number of media hours that we are spending on it when there exist real issues in this country. I would really like to ask Mr. Kapil Mishra and all the people who are spending time discussing this, that he has made an allegation of corruption. Has he got even 2 pennies worth of evidence? He is saying that I saw money being exchanged between Satyendra Jain and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. He doesn't say what day this happened. He doesn't say what time this happened. When journalists ask him what kind of bag was it given in, he doesn't have an answer. What kind of notes was it given in, and he doesn't have an answer. He goes to the Anti-Corruption Bureau with much fanfare and doesn't register a case on this 2 crores. The Anti-Corruption Bureau head, Mr. Meena, comes out and makes a statement that no case has been registered about these 2 crores. This is a totally absurd and laughable allegation.
No, but Atishi, one second. Why am I then? No, 1 second. I have a very simple question tonight. 1 second. Atishi, 1 second. If these allegations, 1 second, Atishi, if he's making a, 1 second, Atishi, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation, please, Atishi, let's have a conversation. If these allegations are baseless, if these allegations are worthless, they have to be laughed off. And if you are saying all of what you're saying, why can't we hear the same from the Chief Minister, Atishi? I mean, what pressing work is he doing that he can't come out and say the same things that you are saying, or Sanjay Singh is saying, or Ashutosh is saying? Because the allegation is against Mr. Kejriwal. The allegation is against Mr. Kejriwal's brother-in-law. It's not against Atishi Marlena. It's not against Sanjay Singh. It's not against Ashutosh. It is directly against Mr. Kejriwal, Atishi.
Let me complete what I'm saying. First of all, I think what Mr. Kapil Mishra has done today evening is absolutely shameless. Today itself, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's brother-in-law has died. And within a few hours of this gentleman's death, he has made these wild allegations against him. I think that is something that Mr. Kapil Mishra should be ashamed of, just for that sensationalism that he's trying to cause. Number 2, let Mr. Kapil Mishra present any evidence. Let him at least not present any evidence. Let him at least say the date and time at which this supposed exchange happened.
Okay, you're going back. Deepika Sharma wants to come in. Do you buy what Atishi is saying?
You know,
he is not even willing to give a date and a time.
Zakka, today is the most tragic day in the history of politics in India. The gravity of the matter, the way she's saying that, the media is giving so much time and all you people are sitting here. I think the gravity of the matter is this, that for the first time in the political history of India, a sitting chief minister a constitutional body, he has been accused of taking a bribe in cash.
In person
By his minister.
Yes.
And a witness has been another minister. So the three constitutional posts are involved over here, and these people are laughing it off.
No, Atishi, let's not laugh this off. This is not coming from your political opponents. This is not coming from BJP, Congress, other political parties opposed to you. This is coming from one of your own. Somebody who was a founding member of your party. And Mr. Kejriwal doesn't think it worthy enough of coming out and clarifying on this.
Number one, just to get the facts straight, Mr. Kapil Mishra was not a founding member of the party. But anyway, be that as it may, that's an irrelevant fact.
He was 2 years your minister.
Number two.
He was a minister till
last
week.
He was your inner cabinet.
A minister till last
week. He was a part of the inner coterie.
He has.
Madam,
yes, he was.
He was holding in charge of 3
Zakka,
portfolios.
let me complete what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me complete what I'm saying. Let me complete what I'm saying, Deepika ji. Let me complete what I'm saying. Yes, he was a minister. And he was removed from his ministership because of the poor performance of the Delhi Jal Board in the past.
I would like to come over here.
Crisis in different
I would
parts
like
of the
to
city.
come over here,
Dirty water has
Atishi
been
ji.
coming in many areas.
When the MCD election results
bills
came,
have been inflated.
No,
let me complete what I'm
how
saying,
can you get away by speaking such
what I'm
lies,
saying.
madam? How could you? When the MCD elections came, when the MCD election results came, you said.
So I think that
you didn't say that when the MCD elections were happening. You didn't say that any time before. No, but one sec. I'm going to open up the debate. I'm going to open up the debate to others in the panel. Sunita Godara, I'm coming to you in a moment. But Mr. Kejriwal has just tweeted. We're getting breaking news. This is the first time he's tweeted on this in the last 24 hours plus. He's taken a good 24 hours to tweet this. The truth will finally prevail. I shall speak in the special assembly session tomorrow. Are you satisfied, Sunita Godara? You were there along with Mr. Kejriwal and Anna Hazare, and I'll play out Anna Hazare's conversation as well.
And I tell you, that time also, since then I'm saying, when you put cart before the horse, then it happens, you know. They are so much of differences in, among
Do you
themselves.
believe he's personally corrupt? Let me ask you a straight question. Do you believe Arvind Kejriwal is personally corrupt?
First of all, whether it is true or not, Ghar ka bedi lanka dhai. So something has happened.
Something has happened.
I can't give any certificate to anyone that whether this person is corrupt or this person is very honest, because they are into politics, and in politics everything is happening. It's a dirty.
Do you think the onus
politics.
is on him to come out and say that these allegations are baseless? There's nothing in it for me to
Because
respond.
if
I'm ready to face an
blames you,
investigation.
then if you are not, you have not done that, you should come out and speak out.
This is not the first allegation of corruption against him. You remember 526 crore advertisement, 97 crores in Punjab, 16,000 ki thali, and 4 crore ka vakil, and Shunglu committee report, the Hawala minister, Mr. Jain. I think the charges are enormous, and Mr. Kejriwal needs to resign simply on moral grounds.
Listing out all of these things does not mean they become true.
No, Pawan Khera.
Just because you're listing out these charges, they
No,
don't become true.
but Atishi, you can't just laugh it off. You can't just brush this aside, Pawan Khera, because this allegation is not coming from Pawan Khera's party or Deepika Sharma's party. This is coming from somebody who was in your cabinet till last week. Okay, ask your question, then I'll go to Pawan Khera.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question. Yes, I have a question. Why is it that Mr. Kapil Mishra did not make any of these allegations if there was so much outright corruption happening by Mr. Satyendra Jain, land deals, cash transactions? Why is it that only when he was removed as a minister did he get enlightened about all of this corruption that was happening?
Okay,
I would like
you want to quickly answer, then I'll go to Pawan Khera. Pawan Khera, Ajay Bose and Veer Sanghavi have been waiting
You
patiently.
remember last year when Kapil Mishra was the law minister, and he had taken the file of DJB corruption to Mr. Kejriwal. Thus, he was removed as the law minister. According to his own bayan, he said that he had gone while being a minister.
And do you remember?
He had gone to Mr.
Kejriwal
on Sunday.
I need to go to Pawan Khera. I need to go to Pawan Khera.
No, while he was a minister,
one second.
he had gone to ACB.
One second.
He had gone to Mr. Kejriwal.
One second. Pawan Khera. One second. Atishi, 1 second. Pawan Khera. Atishi has a limited point in as much as why is Mr. Mishra coming out with these allegations today? A day after he's removed as water minister, he comes out with these allegations. Today I spoke to Anna Hazare. He asked me the same thing. He said, why is Mr. Mishra coming out with these allegations today and now? What happened 1 week ago? What happened 6 months ago?
Last year also he had come out with these allegations.
Pawan Khera.
That's for Mr. Mishra to answer. None of my business. Well, a counter question could be, why was Mr. Mishra thrown out the moment he started tweeting? So these questions don't really make any sense. My humble submission is, Mr. Kejriwal set some rules for everybody who is in politics. He forced us to sort of adhere to those rules.
He did.
Why can't he apply the same rules on himself? Suddenly for Atishi Marlena, corruption is not an issue. There are other pressing issues. For God's sake, why can't corruption be a pressing issue when it hits them? So
Sir,
these double
let
standards
there
won't
be
work.
absolutely
let me
corruption
finish.
is
You
a
had your
pressing
say.
issue.
Now,
Let
let
there
me
be
also
some
finish,
evidence,
Atishi,
Mr.
please.
Kheda. Let's at least have some
Now,
evidence.
when you were accusing
Let's
Sheila
not
Dikshit and the
lose our
Congress,
logical and rational
now when you were
abilities,
accusing everybody
let
of
us-
corruption, why was nobody
Where
asking for any
is the
evidence?
evidence?
Suddenly the need for evidence. Again double standards. जब
Sir,
आप
we
घूम रहे थे पूरे देश में कि शीला दीक्षित भ्रष्ट है, कांग्रेस भ्रष्ट है, तब क्यों नहीं सबूत की जरूरत पड़ी आपको? तब तो किसी को सबूत नहीं, आपके मीडिया को भी सबूत नहीं चाहिए थे. Now suddenly everybody is looking for evidence. Why?
We presented.
Why these two sets of rules?
We presented
I am sorry,
evidence
this is
on
the
every
arrogance of a
allegation that
messiah
we made.
whose feet
We
are of
presented.
clay.
We presented evidence
sorry,
against
no,
Robert Vadra. We presented evidence against Nitin Gadkari. We presented
Mr.
evidence
Kejriwal
against
goes
Salman
to Jantar
Khurshid.
Mantar
We
seeking
presented
Sonia
evidence
Gandhi's
against Sheila
resignation,
Dikshit.
for God's sake.
We
Where was the
presented
evidence?
evidence
Okay, one second.
Where was the evidence
every
there?
leader.
So without evidence, you go
leader
about
of the
tom-tomming
Congress
Okay,
your
one
demand
second,
for
one
resignation
second.
of
Pawan
all
Khera and
the
Atishi
country.
Marlena, one
When it
second,
comes
one
to your
second.
own doorstep.
No, one
Your
second.
doors are shut.
One second.
Your doors
Let
are
me
shut
bring
when
in.
it comes
Let
to
me
your
bring
own
in.
doorstep.
Let me bring in V. Sanghvi and Ajoy Bose. And I think Pawan Khera's point is well taken. In as much as this is the standard Mr. Kejriwal set for everybody else in public life. Okay. On the 20th of December last year, Mr. Kejriwal demanded Prime Minister Modi's resignation on moral grounds over his name allegedly in the Sahara Birla diaries. This was December 20th last year. December 13th last year, Mr. Kejriwal demands Kiren Rijiju's resignation for his alleged involvement in a hydro project scam in which one of his cousins was implicated in Arunachal Pradesh. Same in December of 2015, a year before that, Veer Sanghvi, Mr. Kejriwal demands the resignation of Finance Minister Arun Jaitley over alleged financial irregularities in the DDCA. If this is the standard that he's setting for other people in public life, I mean, the natural question that needs to be asked tonight is, shouldn't he set these same standards for himself? After all, these allegations are against him of a very personal nature. The allegations are against his brother-in-law. It's not against Sanjay Singh or Sanjay Singh's brother-in-law or Ashutosh or his brother-in-law. It's against Mr. Kejriwal and his family.
Well, Zakka, very quickly, first of all, I don't think he should resign because it sets a dangerous precedent. Ministers should not be made to resign anytime anybody makes an allegation. If the allegation goes to police and Mr. Mishra says he has evidence and a case is filed, then yes, I think Mr. Kejriwal should consider his options. The problem is that if you ask Mr. Kejriwal this question about anybody else, he would not give the answer I've given. As Pawan Khera has pointed out, the examples you've given, Mr. Kejriwal has been the forefront of seeking everyone's resignation with much less evidence than, say, a minister, senior minister, saying, I was a witness, I saw this. One reason why there's so little public support for Mr. Kejriwal, apart from the fact that he keeps losing election after election, is essentially there is a sense that a man is a humbug. It's like you've seen the Archbishop of Canterbury exiting a bordello, and because he hasn't said very much, it's as though he's exited the bordello without paying, and the owners are quickly chasing him, trying to get a response out of him. That is the basic problem Mr. Kejriwal has. You set yourself up on this high pedestal as being higher than everybody else. You point fingers at everyone else. But the moment it comes to you, suddenly the rules change. Suddenly there are more important issues. Suddenly there is no evidence. I think the issue here is not Mr. Mishra's allegations. Those will, of course, be debated and will be investigated, I hope. But Mr. Kejriwal's own hypocrisy, his own sense of humbug, the cant.
You know, Atishi, I don't think you can dismiss this. The fact is that if you're going to set standards for everybody in public life, you please set those standards first for yourself. I mean, it's time to put your own house in order. Tonight, my colleague Ashish Mershi has exposed a very simple thing. The Aam Aadmi Party, time and time again, has claimed credit for being the only party that puts out its entire list of donors out on their website, right? Every single donation is made public. Tonight, Ashish Mershi has broken this story here on CNN News 18, and I want Ajoy Bose to weigh in on this, on how for the financial year 2013-14, as per their bank entries, the Aam Aadmi Party received a little over 45 crores. As per their website, they only received 19 crores. As per the original report that was submitted by the party before the Election Commission, because these funds have to be submitted every year to the Election Commission, they only received 9 crore 42 lakhs. And then a revised report was filed 6 months later where they submitted 30 crores and 8 lakhs. This is for financial year 13-14. So there's a discrepancy of about 15 crores from what they've got in the bank and what they've told the Election Commission. For the financial year 2014-15, as per their bank entries, they've got 65 crores 52 lakhs and odd. As per their website, they only show 27 crores and a little more. As per the original report submitted with the Election Commission, they've only got 32 crores and 46 lakhs, which means again there's a discrepancy of a little over 30 crores between what they've actually got in their bank, Ajoy Bose, and what they have declared either on their website or before the Election Commission. And this is one of the sort of standard planks of the Aam Aadmi Party. They always say, why are we different from the Congress and the BJP? We are the only ones who put out the list of all of our donors on our website. And I'll get Ajoy Bose to respond first and then Sunita Godara. Ajoy Bose.
Zakka, you have a technical error in your entire facts. I would just like to clarify that.
Let Ajoy Bose.
One of the problems here, can I please come in?
Yeah, let Ajoy Bose.
Yeah, can I please come in?
Yes.
No, let me
first speak.
clarify.
Yeah, let me first speak. Let me first speak.
Yes,
Let me first speak.
Yes, Ajoy, yeah.
Please, let me first speak. And then, I think one of the big problems with the Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Kejriwal in particular is this holier-than-thou attitude. Now, mind you, all political parties, virtually every political leader has some kind of allegations against them, many of them related to corruption, and some people even worse. The point, however, is that because they wear this halo around their heads, and Mr. Kejriwal has always been stressing this big thing that they're completely different, this becomes deeply embarrassing, particularly because somebody like Kapil Mishra, who not so long ago was seen as a very, very efficient minister, doing this, doing that on the waterfront, which was one of the big success stories of the AAP government, which they were touting. So this is very deeply embarrassing. At the same time, can I please point out that all this talk of resignation and this thing are nonsense? Most of these charges appear slightly dubious, and that is why even a critic like Yugendra Yadav has found it very difficult to support this and say that I personally don't think that Kejriwal is corrupt. Even Kumar Vishwas, who was supposed to have some problems, and I think is in very poor taste that Mr. Mishra has brought his brother-in-law up on a day when he's actually passed.
No, but what about this?
So all these
what about this?
But I certainly
what about this discrepancy in the actual donations that they've received?
Absolutely.
And what they've shown the Election Commission?
Yeah, they need to clarify this.
No, of course he needs to clarify this. Of course he needs to clarify this because they have got show cause notices from the Income Tax Department. They have to appear on the 15th of this month at 3:30 p.m. The Income Tax Department has already initiated penalty proceedings. One sec, I'm coming to you, Atishi. I'm coming to you one second.
But
Sunita, Sunita Godara, you can take a technical defense. I don't have a problem tonight. You can take a technical defense. No, you can take the technical defense, Atishi. I don't have a problem. But stop preaching moral lessons. You know, stop preaching moral lessons.
There's a very specific
Sunita Godara.
You just need to understand the specific detail. Is all I'm clarifying.
What is there on their website?
It's a habit in our party.
There is one clarification that you have to
I will come to you, Atishi. Let Sunita finish first.
One clarification.
Atishi, give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Let Sunita finish. I'm coming to you in 30 seconds, Sunita. Sunita.
See, there's no
No, Zakka, let
transparency
me,
because
this clarification
when
is important.
once they had Andolan money
is
and
important
media,
because
everyone,
you
all
don't-
Andolakari
so-called
were asking them that they
discrepancy
should
is
give it to
actually wrong.
Annaji because Annaji was still in that mode.
No, say that
And,
again. They would give the money to Annaji.
Yeah.
Why?
And no,
Because he was
Andolan, I'm
Okay,
talking of
he was-
Andolan
he was
money.
being led-
He was,
he was okay, face
he
of
was,
the Andolan,
you
okay,
know,
okay.
yeah, he was in the Andolan. They gone for the party.
Okay.
But that money, we asked them so many times that you show the tally sheet, where is that money?
Okay.
They did not show anything, not even tally sheet, because they just said spend ho gaya. But there should be proof.
There should be some
Some
accounts.
proof where they spent that money when they already made party.
Yeah.
So how can you
The beginning
use?
itself was very
yeah.
corrupt.
How
Yeah.
can you use
The beginning
Andolan money
itself
for
was
the party?
extremely corrupt. And then the
They
allegation.
did not give any answer at that time also.
So this is money that's come from people who wanted genuine change
Yes,
and
yeah,
who believed
and
in
corruption.
You make
India
party
against corruption.
and you are using that
donated
money when
to
you are asked, you are not
IAC.
giving the proof. That
The
where
money was used up.
spent. Yeah. They
and
did not
nobody
give any
knows
proof
where
that
it was
this
used up,
money was
and
used.
nobody has given any proof. Now Atishi, your technical defense, please tell us what is your technical defense tonight on this.
First of all, it's not a defense, Zakka. I think you need
Okay,
to understand that
technicality,
when you're
okay.
looking at a bank statement and when you're looking at the central account of a political party, the central account of a political party is the money that's donated directly to a political party, and the bank statements include the amount of money that candidates have received for the election. So the bank statement includes the funds that candidates received in their banks, whereas
Political
the
funding definition-
payment
No,
to
let her finish. I have
the
one question.
election
One
commission is what the party has received
Okay.
centrally.
Okay.
This is a difference that you need to understand, because candidates funding is not submitted to the election commission by the party. That is submitted to the election commission
one
directly
second.
by
Okay,
the candidates after
no,
they file
now you've
election.
made your
So
now
this
you
is a
now you
specific
put out the
fact.
technicality.
You and your reporter
no,
need
one
to
second. Can I ask you?
understand
No, one
that
second.
that
Can I
is
ask
why
you a couple
there's
of
a
counter
difference
questions,
between-
please? One second. You put out a technicality. Can I ask you a couple
Yes.
of counter questions?
Please.
The Aam Aadmi Party was issued show cause notices from the exemptions
please, go
department
ahead.
of the
And
income tax
I hope you understand
department.
the
One second.
technical-
No,
I
I
hope
got
you
it. I got
understand
it.
the difference.
I got it.
I hope you
I got it.
understand
I got
the
it,
difference,
Atishi. I got it.
and that your
Can I
reporter-
ask
and
a
that your
couple of counter
reporter-
questions,
reporter
please?
has looked at the
one second.
election commission
Can
reports of the
I
candidates
ask?
as well.
Can I
Yes.
ask a couple of
Please.
counter questions? The Aam Aadmi Party received show cause
Yes.
notices from the exemptions department of the income tax
Please.
department. They haven't responded to it. Notice was issued to the Aam Aadmi Party to give all the relevant data regarding this mismatch between donors list, what's put on the website, and what is given to the election commission. They haven't responded to that. The Aam Aadmi Party has been asked to appear before the IT department on the 15th of this month at 3:30.
You're wrong.
One
You're actually
second.
wrong
One
on
second.
both of those
Let me
counts.
finish. Let me
We
finish.
have
No,
responded.
please,
We have
please. Let me
responded
finish.
to at least
Sir,
20 notices
ma'am,
from
let me
income
finish.
tax. We
No,
have
let me
responded
finish.
to notice
Let me
from the
finish.
Home
No, one
NHA.
second. Let me finish.
We have responded.
Please let me finish.
We have responded
Please
to
let
notices
me
from the
finish.
High Court.
I did not interrupt
This
you.
is not the
Let me
first
finish.
time.
No, one second.
Zakka, we
You were issued show
your
cause
facts
notices.
are wrong.
You were issued
Your
a
facts
notice
are wrong.
after you
We
failed
have
to give relevant
responded to
data.
every single
You were
notice
asked to
that we
appear
have
before the
received
IT department.
from income tax,
The IT department
from
has
the
already
election
initiated
commission,
penalty
from
proceedings
NHA,
against you.
from the
One
High
second.
Court. We have
You have
received
already
multiple
facing penalty
notices.
proceedings against you.
And
You are now going to face prosecution for willful attempt to evade tax and falsification of books of accounts and documents. Don't laugh it off. Don't laugh it off. Don't laugh it off.
It is a shame.
Don't laugh it off, Atishi. Don't laugh it off. If one second, I want to ask this to all our panelists tonight. One second. If any of the members on this panel tonight, one second, Atishi. If anybody of the 7 of us on the panel tonight, 6 guests and me, have a discrepancy in your income tax filing, if you are not able to explain to the income tax department, despite multiple notices and show cause notices, why there's a discrepancy between your income and your expense, you think the IT department would have spared any of us?
Absolutely not.
You think the IT department would have spared any of us?
Absolutely
You think
not.
if there's a discrepancy in your
They
income
need
and in
to-
your
they
expense,
need to answer.
and after show cause notices, you're not able to
How
convincingly
can they
explain to
laugh
the
it off?
IT department
They need to
where these
answer. It is
discrepancies
so
are?
serious.
You'll be out
It is a
tonight on
criminal
this show, on
offence.
this panel.
It is a criminal offence, sir.
Ajoy Bose, Pawan Khera, I'm asking every one of them.
Absolutely no show cause
If
notice
this-
has not been
If
responded.
this applied to an
no,
individual, if you
no,
cannot
no,
explain
there's no
discrepancy discrepancies
no
in
notice has been
income
received.
and
शर्मी
expenditure,
की भी हद हो गई है.
you would be in jail by now, ma'am. I'm sorry. Pawan Khera. Pawan Khera.
Zakka, now this format of Aam Aadmi Party needs to be exposed. You
Yes,
blame
it's
your
right.
way through the elections and win the elections. Then you start playing the victim card all through. You say you are being harassed by the LG, you are being harassed by the police, you are being harassed by the media, you are being harassed by everybody, so that you don't get exposed. The moment you get caught red-handed, quote unquote, you victimize the person who is blaming you. What kind of a format is this? Where is the transparency? Now Caesar's wife, and in this case Caesar's in-laws also, need to be above suspicion. Arvind Kejriwal should come out clean. Whether he wants to resign, not resign, sack is his business, his conscience, whatever he wants to do, let him do. Does Delhi deserve this? CDs on each other, dossiers on each other, video recordings of each other, accusing each other of this, that. Delhi wants you to work. Delhi doesn't want all this.
I
Two
want
and a
to
half
put
years
out.
have passed.
No.
What is Delhi waiting for next 2.5 years?
I want to put
for
out.
more corruption.
I want to put out tonight what Anna Hazare ji told us a short while back. He is a disappointed man today. He's a disheartened man today. He feels like he was let down. He feels like some people used his name and the movement that he started and his incorruptible image to further their own political ends. And today, he's a dejected man. This is what he had to say. It's a short excerpt of this conversation because of the paucity of time. And then let me get Atishi and the others on the panel to respond to this. This is Anna Hazare.
जब कोई भी ऐसे आरोप करते हैं तो स्पष्ट कहना चाहिए मेरे ऊपर जो आरोप हो रहा है तो इसकी जांच करो, मैं जांच के सामने जाने के लिए तैयार हूँ, ऐसे कहना चाहिए। जांच से हम भागना नहीं और लोगों को वही समझ में आ जाए कि सच क्या है, ये होना चाहिए, जांच होना जरूरी है।
This is not me or V Sangvi or Ajay Bose or Sunita or Deepika saying this, Atishi. This is Mr. Kejriwal's mentor. This is the man who made Mr. Kejriwal who he is today. He is saying this. He is saying this.
They say that we differ from him.
Or at least he's the man whose platform Kejriwal used to launch his own political party. Yeah, Atishi. Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Zakka, in fact, I agree entirely with Mr. Anna Hazare. I completely agree with the fact that जांच होनी चाहिए. Let an inquiry happen. Let an inquiry happen by the ACB. Let Mr. Kapil Mishra actually file a case in the ACB. Sir, they have not even filed a case. They have not even filed a case so far. No one has filed a case. Please let him file a case in the ACB. The law takes due process, ma'am. Let him file a case
tomorrow
in the CBI.
Tomorrow your minister is going to the CBI.
Inquiry that
with
is
all the
happening.
evidence with him.
Any inquiry.
I don't think you heard what he said.
Absolutely, I'm very glad.
No, one second, Atishi. One second, I don't think you heard what he said. He said, अगर मेरे ऊपर ऐसे इल्जाम लगाया गया है तो मुझे बाहर आके बोलना चाहिए, मेरे खिलाफ कार्रवाई करो, ताकि लोगों के मन में जो शक है वो दूर किया कर सके. That is what he said. I don't think you heard what he said. He's saying the onus is on Mr. Kejriwal to come out and say, if these are the allegations that are being made against me, please investigate me. Please investigate me.
Let there be an inquiry. Please investigate. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to
Where is your high moral ground?
Be it the CBI, be it even the Delhi police.
Where is the Aam Aadmi Party of India against corruption?
Where
is your high moral horse today?
I'm going to close in the next couple of minutes.
We are welcoming any investigation. I am actually requesting Mr. Kapil Mishra, please at least go and file a case. Let's not just make statements in the media.
Okay.
Please go and file a case in the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Please actually go and file a case in the CBI. Let an investigation happen.
I'm going to get around to closing comments. One of the things that Mr. Mishra has also said, and I want both of you to weigh in on this, is let there be a lie detector test on Mr. Kejriwal, on me, and on Satyendra Jain. दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी साफ हो जाएगा.
It shows how truthful the man is. it shows how truthful the man is and how confident he is about the veracity of whatever he has seen from his own eyes. And I think Arvind Kejriwal must come up before the people of Delhi and India and clean himself of these charges. The man who has made his career on the shoot and scoot of blaming everybody else today, the massive corruption allegation is on him, and I think Arvind Kejriwal owns it to Delhi, to nation, to Mr. Anna Hazare to come forward and defend himself.
Sunita Godar.
They are fighting among each other. Now what Kapil Mishra is saying, if it is not true, then why not? Why Sanjay Singh is blaming other party, and why not Kejriwal comes out and says what Anna ji is saying?
Defend yourself.
You
are a master of this kind of
he
politics.
Should come out.
And Captain Crook must come out.
If there was not even an iota of truth in what Kapil Mishra alleged yesterday and today, Mr. Kejriwal, knowing his ways and means and the way he operates in public life, if there wasn't an iota of truth in what Kapil Mishra has alleged, by now, ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you, by now, Mr. Kejriwal would have come out and not just countered these allegations publicly and politically, he would have also filed a defamation suit, not just the allegations against him, but also against his dead brother-in-law. And I'm sorry to say that a man is dead in the middle of all of this. I'm going to wrap it up here. Ultimately, it's the people of Delhi. Janta Janardhan hai. That's what Mr. Kejriwal keeps repeating time and again.
Delhi is suffering.
Janta Janardhan hai, sir. They are watching. They are looking at every move that has happened both in your party and how you are responding to that. And trust me, when you have to reply to the people of Delhi, once again, whenever that may be, they will ask you these same tough questions that we're asking on Face Off tonight. Let this just be a trailer. Let this just be a prelude. I'm going to take a break. Thank all my guests. When we come back on the other side, UP may have voted for change, UP may have brought in a yogi, but it seems like some of the MLAs in Uttar Pradesh still think it's a man's world out there. We showed you on this channel a couple of days back how an MLA from Gorakhpur was abusing an IPS officer for ostensibly not doing her job. Tonight on Face Off, that IPS officer, Charu Nigam, breaks her silence. She has spoken and spoken exclusively to this channel. We put that story out on the other side. Welcome back to Face Off. Gorakhpur BJP MLA Radha Mohan Das Agarwal has publicly humiliated a woman IPS officer, but she is not taking this lying down. She has told CNN News 18, and she's spoken exclusively to this channel, that her tears should not be viewed as weakness. Now, this incident has gone viral after CNN News 18 put it out there. It happened when police used force against some protesters who were creating a ruckus next to a liquor shop. Now, this young IPS officer broke down when this BJP MLA screamed at her publicly for failing to control the situation. He did not allow her any chance to speak and put out her version of the story. And tonight, she has put out her version of the story, speaking exclusively to this channel.
I am very thankful to the people who have recognized that women and also women officers should not be disrespected. I would just say that please don't see me as a bechari mahila. I am not a peedit here. I am just telling you that I just cried because of the support I got, and I did not respond to the misbehavior. That's all I would say. And thank you so much for all the support. And I think I'll be doing my service well if I serve according to law. And that's all I would like to say.
Meanwhile, the man in the middle of all of this, the BJP MLA, continues to be defiant, cocking a snook at everybody and cocking a snook at all the negative things people have had to say at this high-handed behavior. He continues to insist that the IPS officer Charu Nigam was not doing her job properly.
बहुत आपके ऊपर कंट्रोवर्सी आरोप लग रहे हैं कि आपने जिस तरीके से एक महिला आईपीएस ऑफिसर के साथ उसको डांटा, जिस तरीके से आपने उसको हड़काया, वो आंसू आ गए उसकी आंखों में। आपके व्यवहार को लेकर के बड़ी आलोचना हो रही है आपकी, क्यों किया आपने इस तरीके का व्यवहार एक महिला आईपीएस ऑफिसर के साथ?
जब मैं एक एसडीएम से बात कर रहा हूं, वो मेरे और एसडीएम की बात में वो महिला सीधे चली आती है। वो ना अपने विधायक को पहचानती है और वो ना अपने एसडीएम को पहचानती है। एक सीओ गोरखनाथ तक का स्तर का आदमी अपने 16 साल के विधायक को नहीं पहचानता, अपने कार्यवाही काम करने वाले एसडीएम को नहीं पहचानता। वो उस बीच में सीधे चली आ रही है। मैं उनसे कह रहा हूं कि मैं एसडीएम से बात कर रहा हूं, बीच में मत बोलो। मैं क्या करूंगा? जिस औरत के नाते सारी समस्या पैदा हुई, औरतों के साथ अनाचार हुआ, मैं तो यही कह रहा हूं ना कि मैं तुमसे बात नहीं करना चाहता। बर्दाश्त की एक सीमा होती है। गर्दाचार हो गया गोरखपुर में, नागरिकों को, महिलाओं को मारा जाएगा इस तरीके से। मैं क्या कह रहा हूं? मैं एसडीएम से बात कर रहा हूं, मुझे एसडीएम से बात करने दो।
You know, the problem, ladies and gentlemen, is that you can take any number of lal battis from official cars of people like Radha Mohan Agarwal, but you can't do anything to change their perverted mindset. I'm asking tonight, would this man dare to speak to a man IPS officer if he was there in this instance? You know the answer. I know the answer. Tweet to us if you feel strongly about the story. The story's gone viral on the internet. News18.com is our website. Thanks for tuning in. On the other side, Viewpoint with Bhupinder Chaubey.
She is put in charge to protect you. But for the political class, she is a threat. Meet India's no one can question me Neta. Arrogant, entitled, misogynist. Yogi's MLA targets woman IPS officer for doing her job, reduces her to tears. But she holds her ground, fights back. Are Yogi's drunk on power netas creating lawlessness in UP? On Viewpoint, tonight at 9:55 p.m.